love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Give to the running back. And he
We're on that ass.
As soon as he got it.
Awesome.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. To the air, it's Allard. Fires to the middle.
Oh my gosh.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Noles will try to pick it up on fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down.
No, let me score. That should be bad.
Back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Oh my God.
A strike downfield. There he goes. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he shows you his athleticism.
Pulls it in. It's Craver. He'll pick up
like
the
that
before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his
my
feet.
lordy.
He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
How much is the, oh yeah.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least here in the second.
Yeah, he don't want that.
I do think you said
he don't want the ball.
Football is an attitude. Like it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime.
He's taking the
what the fuck?
But
he catches that one.
Inside the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Yes.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Fucking get it.
that's how you forget about the big play that just happened. And you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made
I
a
don't know.
And to use that big, powerful stiff arm to extend the play and pick up
Too
a
big
few
to be
extra
in stiff arm
yards.
like that, man. He's big as shit.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make third down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play
Hey, this nigga's
worked in part
crazy.
because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again.
Come on.
Might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, they're taking to the air.
Damn.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab, got the conversion and still going. Touchdown, no.
I didn't think I was gonna have to put his top over there.
Took it on in for the score.
Should have went over there.
I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood.
You gotta stop the big boys.
Finds the tight end.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a
I'm not gonna
perfect
lie.
example of it.
I'm
on
not
that
gonna
last
lie.
play, right?
I'm
Second
not
down,
gonna
you
fucking
need to pick
lie.
up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable.
No kids.
Really nice job of executing there.
Grab near the marker. It's
Come on.
Maryland. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Dump off.
Caught in the
Oh, yeah.
backfield, it's Taylor.
Fuck.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Bitch.
That is a time-honored way to slow down the
Look
rush.
at Bill.
Hit it with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get
that
up the
Bill?
field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Nigga made a tag
The
one now.
Nittany
He
Lions with
tried.
a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Soft spot in the middle. And he's marked
This
down
nigga has
right
200
there.
fucking yards
Pick up,
on you.
and it'll be a first down.
Great
He
job
was
by the
sucking it.
offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
I'm not supposed to have the ball.
Nowhere. Stop at the line of
What do you mean by that?
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
To the air on 2nd down. Sends it downfield. After taking a shot on 2nd down, they're scaring
Yes.
3rd.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking is harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first
I'm
down.
fucking OC.
Well, how about the offense defense setting that play up. We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You love this.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted. Like, it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They're come flying in there, making the stop. A nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
This defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Underwood.
Monk.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What's wrong with him? Come on. I'm trying to go to them bowl games, baby.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Good hustle by the, you mean Tim, you say, huh?
They'll go with a direct snap. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Catch in the middle. It's Beebe. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33.
We do this shit, baby.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He misses his man. The
Why is that nigga hitting me, bro?
It needed to be on that play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Bro! Oh my God, dog. Come on, bro. What are you doing?
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They booted away.
Whoa.
Catch is made at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line.
I should have smacked that nigga. He would have dropped the ball.
The give to the back.
Yeah.
There was nowhere to go.
Boy.
Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
My little nigga.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too.
He's
Damn.
Right side. Great job by the receiver to get the foot down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to
Not that
put some
coming.
pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Saw that coming.
Lots of room there to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
No, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
He'll bring it out from inside his own
Come on.
10.
Come on.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play.
We got to play ball. That's it.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those
Damn,
shots. Take
bro.
those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Making side adjustments here. Caught near the sticks. It's Craver. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him. Let him break tackles. Let him make plays. Easy decision.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Underwood. They're setting up the screen. And they'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense.
Go ahead, baby.
For a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit them right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
The sure hands, it's Lemon. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the
How?
and just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Lemon. Snagged in the middle, it's Lemon. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Longhorns are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Wingo. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Gonna look downfield again. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Motion from the wide receiver. will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires into the end zone.
What, bro?
Texas. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. Sets up the screen. Powers through the defender. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Taylor has it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about...
He's going to fire deep.
Like, why do I have to come back for it, bro?
Taking it the other way.
Oh, that shit.
They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the touchdown, Longhorn.
Oh, you
He
guys
found some
are
open
fine,
space and turn on the Jets.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Right down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Beebe. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down.
Bro, what?
He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Pitch. Oh my God.
Incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
No.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Looking to pass. It's Levin. Moving out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On third down, he drops to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
Bro, how?
What a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He leaves it with his back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Finds his
Bitch.
tight end. Hits him with a stiff arm. Now the
That
connection
nigga's
takes
just
him
little.
to the 11.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Wants to throw. It's Underwood.
No. What? I wasn't in there? I wasn't in there?
Just inches short. Had a good catch. Tried to get it in, but was denied. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try
Let's
to
go.
get it back
What?
clinging to this lead.
Bro,
They'll
what?
mark him out of bounds at about the
Like, why the fuck would he
29-yard line.
try to catch it like that? Why
That's a
would he
good
put
job
his
by the
hands up?
drag route there,
He ain't be
understanding its
hoeing.
zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open
Oh my
spot,
God.
making it easy for his quarterback.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Finds his man. It's Lemon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And still a
nigga's
little
five.
ground covered. Pick up the first. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. To the air, it's Levin. Unloads to the right. Got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat.
Like,
I'm not going to let this
fellas.
guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. And you want that clock to run. Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Craver. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. Intercepted. Big play. And he'll be...
I don't be getting plays like that on D, bro.
District. Should I press it off on me? You know why I burned it.
I seen niggas put more effort into getting some cat than some money. Niggas can't roll with the family.
I need different linebackers. I need